All right, hello out there, Dynamite fans. Hello, comic fans from everywhere. This is what happens when I try to think of an intro. It's not maybe that great. But anyway, it is July 23rd, 2025. It's San Diego Comic Week. How exciting is that? I'm sure. I wonder how many people out there are going to go. I mean, I know Nick's trying to go. I unfortunately can't go because I got to be here because someone's got to keep this shit running. But it's New Comic Book Day, and we are back with even more new books. Like I said last week, we're gonna have more every week. We're still catching up, but why am I saying but? There's nothing to say but about. We're here. It's New Comic Book Day. Let me get on over here, and I'm running through my head right now. Hopefully everything's working. You guys can see me all right. Hopefully you can hear me all right. And yes, thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to spend with me so I can show off what is in stores this week. And guess what? There's going to be even more next week. So isn't it exciting? Very exciting. So this week on the lovely San Diego Comic Week, we got some really, really special books in store. Let's kick it off with Vampirella Armageddon from Tom Snagowski and Cuber Ball. Another book that should have been out a little bit sooner, but it's finally here. And this is such a sick cover from Francisco Mattina. And like I like to do, let me give you guys a little bit of an interior sneak peek because some of this art really is incredible. We can see CDI, we can see and hear you okay? Thank you very much, because sometimes you never know what goes wrong with a live stream. You never know. But yeah, quick interior Vampirella sneak peek. But yeah, Tom Snagowski, who's been doing Vampirella for a long time, so it's really, really cool to see him do this brand new series. We have another killer Lyrics Lee cover. And let's pull out the Mark Spears cover. I know you guys love Mark Spears, and there's some incentives of this too: virgin, foil, multicolor, you name it. The air just turned off in here. I don't know if you guys heard a humming, but that was the air conditioner here, but now it stopped. So hopefully you can hear me even better. And then let's show off a classic Joseph Michael Linsner and a classic Rachel Holland cosplay for Vampirella. So yes, Vampirella Armageddon finally in stores today. Alrighty, and then we also got some more Silverhawks. The Silverhawks are back, and another Mark Spears cover. Let's look at that in all its glory. Again, the Mark Spears covers specifically are really cool with the multicolor covers. Maybe I don't think this one has one, but again, more foils, more virgins. You can take your pick. Sequential art chick. Who are your favorite Dynamite characters? Original Dynamite people? Good question. I mean, I read especially Christopher Priest's run on Vampirella, which I really enjoyed. I'm also really excited for his Sonya Reborn that's coming out later this year. So while I read more, I also, besides the Vampirella titles, I've been reading, our Powerpuff titles, our Disney titles, because I talk about them as much as I can. But we'll go with Vampirella as far as original Dynamite characters go. Before I forget, this is the Ed Brisson series for Silverhawks, and George Kambadias does the interior work. And George has done great work on the one that's sticking out to me right now is Gargoyles. He's done some great Gargoyles artwork. And then we got more covers. We got a James. Is it James Stokoe or James Stokey? I'm not quite sure how to say his name, but if someone can let me know, that'd be awesome. But we also got a Jay Lee cover. We have Geraldo Borges and Alessandro Rinaldi. If someone out there is getting like every single Dynamite cover, like bravo, you got thanks for being a loyal fan. I know the Lyrics Lee ones are the connecting covers, and this is the latest one. Thoughts on Dynamite picking up Buffy? I'm excited for all the Buffy fans out there. We literally just announced that we're doing a Buffy series. I believe it's Buffy and Angel. So I didn't grow up watching Buffy. That was a little before me, but again, I know there's a lot of Buffy fans out there, and I'm super excited for them. Have I thought about streaming Buffy? Yes. If I don't know if I ever do though. If I ever do, I don't know. I'm not sure if I ever will though. I'll try. I will try to check out Buffy, and I'll let you guys know when I do. But Comics with Bueller. Hi Travis. Thanks for tuning in. Which, by the way, guys, I'm going to show off all of these books again on Travis's show, which I believe we settled on noon. So if you want to look at these books again, or just tune in to hear me and Travis chat, go check that out tomorrow. Before we move on to the next book, let me show off the David Cousins cover, and then the super cool Mannix cover. We sell a lot of Mannix covers on the original art experience, and people love them. And they are really cool in person. They're really cool in person. Captain Planet and the Planeteers are back. This is another big release we had this year, and then again, this one got delayed, so we're really happy that this is back. This is another David Pepose series, and Evan Casalis does this interiors, and this particular cover is Chad Hardin. So yeah, Captain Planet has also been another big winner so far. I mean, who's not a fan of David Pepose? Like, come on. You get more Captain Planet action coming your way. And then let's show off his covers. We got a Ben Oliver, like a nice, super serious portrait. We got another Jay Lee, which is part of a connecting cover. I don't know if you can see part of Captain Planet's arm right there, but that's another nice big connecting cover. And then Christian Ward's cover, also really cool. Captain Planet. And then Barbarella. This was Blake Northcott and Eric Blake does this one. Because the first few issues was Anna Morozova. But this has been a little mini series that's going on for a bit, and this is the conclusion. So if you've been following Barbarella, don't miss out on this, okay? Joseph Michael Linsner. Oh, again, let me. Sometimes I'll just slip my mind doing the interiors. Again, not spoilery. Okay, something blew up, but you don't see what blew up. Okay. You got to read to find out. Let's do the really cool Annie Wu cover. We have another Rachel Holland cosplay, and then we really got a cool Richard Pace cover. A little something for you Akira fans. And then in the poly bags over here, we have Red Sonja Attacks Mars issue number 4. It does the poly bags because each one comes with the little trading card. As you can see, Joseph Michael Linsner. This is Greg Land. And then the Jay Lee. This is Jay Stevens and Frank Strucken, by the way, the creative team. I don't want it to tear open the poly bags. Hi, Eric Blake. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm sorry I didn't know immediately that you did the Barbarella. Because again, Anna did the first couple issues, but yes, it's yours on this one, and really good work, by the way. There you go. Vince, I'm very sorry. I'll have to look into customer service myself to see what's going on. What? So, like, I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, like it's kind of jutted to a whole video. Yeah, that's weird. Vince, I'm gonna look up your info and see and see what's going on. Okay, and I'm gonna ask the back for help because hopefully sometimes we just gotta get right into the vault and see what we can get out right away. So I'll look into it. Yeah, I apologize for whatever for any inconvenience. What are all the platforms you are streaming on? I am currently on Facebook, YouTube, and X right now. So we also usually do Instagram, but something's up with the connection. That's something else we gotta fix. My goodness, my goodness. Another big book out today, Space Ghost Annual. We know a lot of you guys love the Space Ghost series, and we're so happy that you do love it because more's coming. We got another series coming out. So volume two is coming. Again, David Pepose, Jonathan Lau have been obviously killing it because why else would we again, obviously there's more coming. So again, quick little, as I said, no, I get it, Vince. If you don't get it, I feel the same. If someone wasn't answering, I'd be upset too. So I'll look in our Dynamite database. I'll look up your info and see what the heck's going on. Jay Lee is like, I think I'm paused because I think I'm missing a book. Someone took one of the Space Ghost covers because I wanted to show off the Bjorn Barends cover. I think it got misplaced. No matter, we can still show off the Jay Lee one. And we can still show off the Anthony Marquez one. And this is, by the way, if you're not used to seeing Virgin covers, this is what it looks like. It's without the trade dress, so you can get the whole picture. And then last but not least, my favorite book that came out this week. It's Thundercats and the Powerpuff Girls. The first issue is finally here. And we've been talking about it forever because it was supposed to come out earlier in June. I had a whole interview with Paulina Ganusho and Coleman Engel, who are the creative team behind this, and it was a great interview. And we have the free comic book day version come out, and so now it's officially the first issue. It's quite an interesting combo. I'll admit, not as familiar with Thundercats. I only became more familiar with them after we did our series, but I'm a big Powerpuff Girls fan, so it's a bit of an adjustment. But once you really get into the story, everything it's just a fun ride. You get to see how the girls and the team interact with each other, and the art's great. I'm really in love with Coleman's art, and the covers. This is Paulina's, by the way. This is Coleman's cover. There's always a book where I have to double check a name because I don't want to mess it up. Corin Kaiser Stone. This is their cover. The Sowie cover. We also had this original art on the original art experience. Really, really beautiful up close. I almost bought it. Nicoletta Baldari. Also probably one of my favorite covers this week. And then we have our pal Ken Hazer, who kills it every single time. So this is his cool mashup cover. Whew, 7 books. I think next week's only 5. So it won't go on for too long. I know a lot of books, and again, you guys are taking some time out of your day to watch me, which I really do appreciate. And I don't want to keep you here for too long. So really quick recap: Vampirella Armageddon, #1, Silverhawks #5, Captain Planet #2, Barbarella #5, Red Sonja Attacks Mars #4, Space Ghost Annual, and Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls #1 are all in stores today. Hallelujah. And I hope you check them all out. I hope you guys can find as many covers as you can, whether it's on dynamite.com or a local comic book store. And again, I really do appreciate you taking some time out of your day to sit with me and check out the books. And again, I'll be on Comics with Bueller tomorrow to go over all these again, and we'll talk a little bit more. We'll probably talk about some of Dynamite's big announcements, including Buffy and Supernatural. Yeah, in case you didn't know that, we're also doing a Supernatural series too. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that. So thank you again. Vince, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go look up your info. So I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. If you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, have a great time. Thank you again, and I hope to see you all again next week. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.